Okay, so listen, we're not here to watch content, we're here to extract leverage. This week alone proves one thing: the gap between builders and watchers is about to get very violent. AI agents are making money, 22-year-olds are running 200K a month businesses, apps are blowing up off of screen recordings, and most people are still just researching. But nah, not us. We're building systems. So, let's talk about Felix. This is an AI agent that made about $177,000 running its own business. Not a demo, not theory, not hype, real revenue. So here's what matters: it launches products, it manages operations, it runs customer support, it spins up new businesses. This is what I've been telling you. AI is moving from assistant to operator. And if you're still coding like it's 2020, you're already behind. This aligns directly with what we're building. Not apps, not features, systems that print outcomes. Like I said before, I don't write code anymore. I build systems that execute. And the real play, you don't compete with AI, you orchestrate it. That's the Infinity MVP vision. Agentic systems, always on execution, income rails, and not dashboards. Moving on, 22 years old, $200,000 a month, moving company, fully remote, no excuses. So, what's the takeaway here? Simplicity wins, execution beats intelligence, distribution over perfection. That's something I say quite a lot, and it's something that people still seem to miss. Distribution is more important than what you build, especially today. So if you have an idea, it's probably more effective and more important to talk about what you're going to do before you do it. So I'm a firm believer that actions speak louder than words. But in today's society, when it comes to marketing, content, promotion, and advertising, you want to kind of do the talking first, or at least while you're building. So here's the real Jim. He's making content about his business. That's the unlock most people miss. You're not just building a company, you're building a narrative, you're building authority, and you're building demand. If nobody knows you exist, then you don't. So here's your move: go film, libraries, co working spaces, use outside lighting. No excuses. That's what we can learn from this young man here. Moving on, 2.9 million views with no fancy edits, no influencer, no ad spin, just screen recording an app. That means overcomplicate marketing because they're scared to ship. But the truth is, proof over polish, raw over perfection, speed over strategy. If your product works, just show it. Moving on, and here is the this app here. There was a link to it. Seems to be broken. Now this one matters the most. This kid built a 15, and I don't mean kid in any kind of way that's derogatory, but it's quite impressive. This guy built a $14,000 per month app in just 4 months. How? I want to say one of his keys was influencers. But here's the real question: how do you partner with influencers without money up front? So here's the play: revenue share deals, CPM plus bonus clauses, minimum view guarantees, equity style upside. And the first DM, You should think about the hook you're going to use. This guy used paid promo, question mark, very simple, direct, no fluff. So you want to stop writing essays. Now, this was the influencer that he actually reached out to, and this was the app that was actually created called Locked Reach Your Potential. And as you can see, he has the Locked app actually inside of his bio. So moving on. Now, this is one of my personal favorites. A video that was recently released 3 days ago by Gary Vee. And the message here is simple. Volume wins. That's it. Gary Vee was putting out, well, this video here says he had 412 pieces of content that were going to be coming out the following day. Do you know how much content that is? Do you know how much volume that is? So this is just a reminder, and I'm not sure if anyone knows who Country Wayne is, but he is also someone who has spoken about how much content he produces on a daily basis or on a monthly basis. And it amounts to about, it's hundreds to thousands of pieces of content per month. And so a lot of people who are winning in the content game right now in the marketing, you notice it's volume based, right? It's volume based. Do you have to have some production value as well? Yes. But I think the most important thing is value, being consistent and being frequent, really attacking the algorithm is how you get yourself out there. I want to say it's how you win. So don't focus on production value so much. Don't focus on being perfect. Focus on putting out as much content as you can. I think that's the most important thing. That's the most important lesson here. So that's why you're invisible. So here's the shift. So you want to have 1 long form, 4 value clips, 2 personal engagement posts at the very least daily. This is how you build distribution. And remember, distribution is the real moat, not code, not ideas, and not features. Now, let me pull up my 2 other videos. While we do that, let me go ahead and remove this. So this one might seem random, but it's not. Self-sustaining communities, that's the future. Because as AI replaces jobs, people will need new income systems, new communities, and new ways to live. So this is bigger than tech. This is, well, actually, I'm speaking about the wrong segment here. So this one hits different. This video I have up here. This is very cool because it was actually resonating with me as I want to say, as you're scrolling through YouTube, some of the videos that pop up are, I want to say meant for you, right? Or they kind of find you at the right time. So this one kind of hits different. So a lot of you might feel stuck, not because you're lazy, but because you're not building what you're supposed to build. Now, things are shifting, but now things are shifting. You're seeing the path. So don't slow down now. At least that's how it feels for me. So if anyone out there has that same sort of sentiment, I just want to let you know that you aren't alone. And if things are starting to shift for you, now is the time to step on the gas and keep going. And so now I have something very special. I want to kind of, actually, let me go ahead and make one thing clear. Everything you just saw points to one thing. The barrier to building is gone. So now the only question is this. are you executing, right? Because the people winning right now aren't smarter, they're faster, they're shipping, they're visible, they're building systems that compound. And if you hesitate, you pretty much get left behind. So some final questions I have for the chat before I go ahead and end. Let me see. Before I go ahead and end the stream would be, what are you building this week? What systems are you automating first? And where are you still overthinking instead of executing? With that being said, I'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Or actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and before we do that, let me show you guys one thing here. Let me remove this first. Show you guys one thing on the stream. That I'm not sure you guys have actually saw yet. So if you guys haven't, have you guys seen the runway? Hold on, there's characters. Let me see, I gotta bring it up. Hold on, I gotta log in. Just a second. Okay, let me just log in my Google account, I guess. Wrong browser. This is a brand new browser. Accept this is required. Yeah, accept your terms. Skip. Create a real-time experience now. So the cool thing about Runway is you actually get a free 500 credits. So as soon as you guys open up Runway, as you'll see, we have introducing Runway characters. So bring our fully custom real-time intelligent avatars directly into your websites. Now, in case you guys didn't know, let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly that you guys probably didn't know as it pertains to these Runway characters. This is a Runway character, right? Now, this character was built completely in Runway. You know, chat with our live avatar agent for quick answers about pricing, pilot availability, etc. This is on fasterdrivers.com, right? Which I am the software engineer of. But I just wanted to show you guys that really quickly as it pertains to the Runway characters, because this is something I'm currently experimenting with. Now you can come in here, you can create your own character. For an example, I guess we can just go ahead and chat. So I can show you guys sort of how it works. And I don't think you guys will be able to hear. Hi, how are you? So I'll go ahead and let me go ahead and hang it up, because it's not gonna It's not gonna make sense because you guys can't hear what she's saying. But I'm gonna do another live stream. That way I can, because I forgot to enable the sound for this one. That's where I'm kind of recording this video. But let me hang up so I don't waste the credits. Like the credits are actually credits. So the credits for this are actually by minute. Or second. So your credit's gonna be going down every second that you have this open or that you're interacting with these characters, right? But it's very cool. It's very cool. It came out like, I want to say like maybe last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. It's something that's fairly new still. I'm not sure who is currently experimenting with it, but this was and so they do have all the documentation for this as well. So you can use the API to build a characters React app, which is something I'm going to be doing very soon, and I'll be doing that live for you guys, so you guys can see sort of what that looks like and how to build your own characters, use custom avatars, and embed those right into your websites, like you guys saw with Faster Drivers. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you guys for tuning in, And I'll see you guys in the next video. And go ahead and check this out, guys, and give it a try.